Welcome back to our pregnancy symptoms / update. For today is for week 7 and week 8. So for week 7 and in week 8, I woke up on a Sunday, which I turned 7 weeks pregnant, and I was so tired. My pregnancy, my pain and the cramps in the stomach came back, but they were a bit mild for this time, and I wasn't really bothered because on a normal day when you're pregnant you have cramps, just that the other ones were stronger, they were painful, and I was bleeding a bit, I was having spotting. That was why I was concerned, but these ones were not that bad. And then 7 weeks and 3 days I felt like vomiting and nothing came out. So 7 weeks, day 4, 5 and 6, I had so much clear discharge, and I would think I'm bleeding, but once I get to the toilet it will be clear discharge. So I was like, okay, it happens in pregnancy. So my breasts were sore and itchy, I started feeling tired, and then I had a very bad cough. I just started coughing. My children had cough, and I was treating it, and then I don't know how I caught the cough, so I started coughing, and then that was the end of week 7. It came with cough, and then week 8 throughout I was so strong on that week 8 on a Sunday. I was telling my husband that my previous pregnancy, week 8 was the worst week ever till I delivered. There was no week like, I thought I was going to die in that week 8 with my last baby, but this one I was so strong. And by week 8 and 3 days I vomited for the first and the last time in this pregnancy. Anyway, it wasn't the last, but this was the one that came on its own, not like something triggered. Maybe I was irritated by something, but this one was the normal pregnancy symptoms. This one, anything I eat on that day, I'll just go straight to the bathroom and I'll throw it up. I felt so irritated, I felt so nauseous the whole of that day. So I had serious food aversions. I was so hungry, but I couldn't eat anything. Like I was shaking from hunger, but then I could not put anything in my mouth, and as soon as I vomit. Then I had serious cough. This cough, oh my goodness, I lost my voice throughout week 8. In short, my symptoms for that week were cough and catarrh. So I don't have any other symptoms that accompanied it, and I had pains in my navel. Once I cough, I will cough for like 3 minutes straight without stopping, like I lost my breath. I was even feeling for the baby in my stomach. So at the end of this week 8, I went for a scan. That was my first scan for the pregnancy. I think I went for a scan on 8 weeks and 5 days or 6 days, and the sonographer said he could see a baby, he could see heartbeat, but my amniotic fluid was very low, because you know when you have cough you don't even have appetite for drinking anything, any fluid, no water, nothing. So I was not drinking water, I was coughing, my throat was always very dry. So he said the water level was not enough, but personally I wasn't worried because I knew why. He said I'll need to see a doctor urgently. I said I'm not seeing any doctor, any urgent though. But I'm not saying you should do like that. If they give you that advice, please go and see the doctor. Don't be like me. I'm a different person. My case is different, so don't take advice from me, because that was just me. I knew why it was like that, and I knew that I will get better. So week 8 and 6 days I felt better from the cough, and then my voice started returning, and I was so happy because my voice started returning. People could hear me. Like if I talk, nobody will hear. I was feeling so horrible. It's like people that are deaf are dumb, they are trying, you know, because it was very horrible. It was a very horrible week for me. I was so sad. But above all, the symptoms were very, very better. Like I felt this pregnancy is just like the pregnancy that God used to reward me. Like, you have suffered so much, enjoy this one since you don't want to born again by the grace of God. So that was my pregnancy symptoms for an update. That was my pregnancy symptoms for week 7 and week 8. So thank you again for watching, and I'll see you again next week. Bye.